So the people want to know, will Kate be queen? If she holds on to her family, yes. Will her illness make them reconsider taking the role of king and queen? Interesting. Is this Charles here? Is that Charles? Interesting. Interesting. So she does not want a divorce. William doesn't want a divorce either. But it low-key feels like, interesting. Because the answer is yes. She will be queen, but if she holds on to her family, and that feels like a big if, a huge if. A huge if. I wonder if is it going to pass down to their children? Why does this look like this is actually this is actually kind of a question. Wow. Her cognition is not that great right now, and I'm sure, you know, her cognition is not that great right now. So I think Spirit is telling me that that this question, I'm not really getting great answers from her, because she keeps giving me the same cards for multiple people, and I think that's telling me that the men in her life, it's like the same person over and over and over and over again. It's over and over and over again. The same person. That's exactly what it is. It's the same person. Like she's dealing with the same type of masculine energy over and over and over again. It's the same. For some reason, why do I feel like Charles, when he passes, I wonder if he could put like some sort of provision. Let me show this to you. I have all this shit. Let me move this. So here's this. And then when I ask, like, will she become queen? Will they become queen? It's like, yes, but. Yes, but. It's very interesting. And then I ask again, and here I get these relationships. But this is interesting. This is Charles. This is Charles here. So they're saying yes, when he passes, like there will be succession. But why does this feel like Charles may put some provision to make one of the children, I don't know if, so I don't know if this is going to happen, but this feels to me like Charles wants to skip over William and Kate and make one of their kids like king or queen or something like that. And then the parents, they will be like the king regent or queen regent or something like that. Because when I asked that, like here's a little boy, and there's a question about a little boy who could be like a Pisces or a Cancer or something. And then when I ask about William, this is like William not necessarily being it. So I wonder if Charles is thinking, I would rather one of the children be king or queen. feels like a boy and have someone be regent. That's kind of what it feels like. Like he's gonna, like he's thinking of it. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but that's what it feels like to me. Like he's gonna skip over. He's gonna skip over. Let's ask William. Funny. Because even when I ask if he's gonna be king, why does it feel like a partnership? Like a regency? Oh, you put a question in the bubble? Yeah, because I heard Queen Regent. Oh, I'm gonna ask the William and the Harry and Meghan question when I read on them. How does Kate feel about Camilla becoming queen? Now all this random shit about this new bitch she's with is coming out. Yeah, if it feels like Charles is thinking, when I pass, I'd rather it go to their children, not William. He does not. Let me ask Charles directly. Let me look, Charles, let me look at you. Charles. Because that's definitely Charles. Charles talking about his death. But it feels like he's like, I'd rather go to one of the children. Not his child, but like grandchildren. Charles. He's not fucking feeling William. He's not. He's not. He thinks William is reckless and he spends too much money. He is not feeling William at all. Thinks he's immature. He'd rather a woman be queen. He'd rather pass down to a woman. He does not. No, he wants the children. He's thinking of a way to pass it directly to one of the kids. Look, it's the second time this has come up. He'd rather it be a woman. They have girls, right? He prefer a female royal in charge. In charge. He doesn't want William. It looks like he's trying to draft a way to make one of the kids be it and just have the parents be like a regent or something like that. Well, I don't know what the terminology is, but I heard Queen Regent is the first thing I got from that. Because it feels he's not a big fan of William. He doesn't like either of his sons. Like he doesn't like them. But this is the first thing he gave me for William. He's not. He's like this kid. He can't be trusted. But he feels like he spends too much money, but he's just rash. He makes decisions on the fly. He's just like, nah, I can't. Nope, can't have that. Anne as regent. I don't know who Anne is. I'm not getting a yes from that. But it's like he'd rather leave it in the hands of someone younger, like one of the kids. One of the kids. How many kids do they have? Do they have like 3 or 4? Yeah, he wants one of Kate's kids to have the crown. One of Kate's kids. Hmm. Oh, George. Charlotte. Ooh, Charlotte. Ooh, he prefers Charlotte. George would be fine. He prefers Charlotte. George, Charlotte. He prefers Charlotte. He prefers the children. It's like they're much better. It's, I mean, probably because they can be groomed, but he's you know. These fucking people, man. Okay, so okay, we answered that. Oh, someone had a question about how does Kate feel about Camilla becoming queen? Perfect. She's like, as long as it's not Meghan. She's like, as long as it's not Meghan. Huh. This is Meghan here. As long as it's not Meghan, I'm cool. Speaking of, we're going to move into Meghan and Harry. Because I remember that video I did when Queen Elizabeth passed and I asked them how each of them felt. What's her name? And I asked Kate, how does she feel about it? She was sort of like, I got it, not you. Sort of like that. She really has a hard on for Meghan. What it is, because people were asking me, was she in love with Harry? What I got from it, it's not that she was in love with Harry, it's that Harry understood her emotionally. And when he got with Meghan, that emotional anchor or even that protection, it was gone. So that's partially why she's upset. The crown trumps all. Well, I mean, Meghan wants the crown as well. So maybe they feel like it's a fight over the crown. Like, I like Meghan, but I still can't believe how she lied in Oprah's face talking about, I didn't read anything on Harry about his crown. Girl, bye. You know, they want the crown. They want the crown. But Meghan tapped out because it became too much for her. All right, so the question is Kate jealous of Meghan? Is Kate jealous of Meghan? So it's not exactly, I mean, it is true that they were both constrained by the family, by the royal family, by the procedures, the protocols. They both were. So, you know, Kate, she didn't disagree when Meghan talked about that. But it feels more like one, her main beef with Meghan is that she took Harry away. This is Harry here. She took him away. She was good friends with him. She was really close with Harry. And she feels like as soon as Meghan came in, all of that changed. So that's the main thing that she feels, because she's just like, no, Kate agrees with her about the royal family being restrictive, being cold, and not being like a real family. She agrees. But her main beef is that she took Harry away. That's her main beef. And then later on, she's sort of like, now she feels alone. Like, now that Harry's gone, she feels alone. She doesn't have that emotional outlet anymore. Meg should have stood on business, should have been a true Leo sis and go for it all. Yeah, so there I mean technically there is some jealousy there because she feels like, you know, Harry was, you know, her like emotional rock basically. Excuse me. Does she not have friends to support her? Oh, here comes Perry. Come on. I mean, do they really have friends in that place, you know? But it just felt like Harry understood her on a deep emotional level. Harry, for the most part, seems like a nice guy. If anything, she's jealous of the freedom. This keeps coming up over and over again. She's jealous of the freedom, if anything. If anything. She's jealous of the freedom. Being able to move however you want, go wherever you want. She's jealous of that. Guys, also want to know if she's racist. Okay, are you racist, ma'am? She said that shit about Archie. She said it. Oh gosh. Well, her energy doesn't care to answer that question, but here comes Egghead. Look at the fight. Look at this. They did get into an argument. They did. Look at it. It's coming up. There he is. There's the fight. There it is. It's coming up. She doesn't really care to answer that question. She doesn't care to answer that question. She got into a physical fight with William. She did. And it went overboard. She did. So she's more willing to answer that question. Maybe because I showed her that I wasn't going to be mean about the information I had. But it feels like they've been arguing for a while. They've been... Jeez. They're mostly arguing about his other chicks on the side. Humpty Dumpty Egghead. Does she think she's superior to black people? No. She doesn't think so. But again, we're asking her. She doesn't think so. She doesn't think so. Yeah, I've asked multiple ways. She doesn't think so. Even when I ask if she disliked Meghan because she's mixed race. No. She's almost like, this is... No, I mean, it's not... It's... Again, I mean, I've said this plenty of times when I asked them, it really wasn't like racism or anything from their point of view. From Kate's, it was the fact that Meghan created distance between she and Harry. That's it. That's really the core of the issue. Because Harry supported her a lot. I wonder if the relationship between she and William was better when Harry was there. Yes. Yeah. 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 He must have like played mediator between the both of them too. Harry protected her. I think it's deeper than racism. Harry protected Kate. And Harry's telling me he didn't know that William was like physical with Kate. He didn't know, but he would intervene if he thought that William was being too hard on her. Her parents know. Someone asked earlier, maybe like her parents don't know that it's not really cancer. No, her parents know that William could get physical with her. Her parents know that. Parents are pieces of shit. I can't believe that. But it feels like Harry didn't like he didn't know that it was that bad, but he would still intervene. He would protect her emotionally. So it feels like that's really the crux of the issue between she and Meghan. I don't know if Kate would ever admit that to herself, but she's just like, you took a good friend away who was nice to me, who was kind, who understood me, and who protected me. And my relationship, like the relationship was calm when he was here. And now he's not, and it's shitty. So, I mean, she should be blaming her husband, but someone asked if she will ever apologize to Meghan. And it looks like for now it's a no. It's a no. I mean, she also has like too much. She has too much going on. It looks like no. 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 Nope. This is the strongest damn no I've seen. Nope. No apologies. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. No. And then will the couples reconnect? So will Kate, William, Harry, and Meghan, will these couples ever reconnect as couples? So it feels like information already goes in between these couples, but it's like they send it through Charles. They send it through Charles. And it feels like Meghan like every once in a while she thinks of sending well wishes. So when this happens, it's all going to go through Charles. Wow. And Kate's telling me that like Meghan and Harry leaving, it was like it really was a huge shock. It actually was a huge shock. It was a huge shock for the entire family. The entire family. But so far, I don't really see them reconnecting like in person like that. And like going to dinner and shit like that. But it does look like they will speak to each other through Charles when the time comes. It feels like Charles is the one who's going to ask Harry and Meghan to come back in some capacity. Because both sides are actually stubborn. But the women will more likely reach out to each other to talk about motherhood, things like that, about kids, ask about that, and health. But again, it's through Charles. Like it's like he's relaying the messages. Will Harry and Meghan's child ever get a chance at the throne? There's Archie, and then huh, this is interesting. You know, one of the kids is going to be super, super famous. Is this Archie? At least one of the children is going to be extremely famous, but like worldwide famous. And it feels like the family will try to bring in whatever child that is for fame reasons, but I'm not sure if they'll have a real chance at the throne. William is the only one who needs to be held accountable for his actions, not anybody else. One of the kids is going to be hugely famous, and it feels like they will work closely with the throne because of that. But in terms of like potentially being king or queen one day, I'm not sure about that. But whoever this is, they're going to bring a lot of positive attention to the throne once they're of a certain age. One of the kids. Which kid is this? They also want they actually want Meghan to come back, not really Harry. But I think this is Charles talking, because he's always told me this, that he really does like Meghan. He thinks she's intelligent, and she's like smarter than his sons. So I think they're going to try to create a strategic partnership with Meghan. Charles will try to, before he passes, to create a strategic partnership. And then somehow one of the kids is going to be super, super, super famous. Like seriously famous. Oh, will a black person ever hold? Yes. Yes. Little boy. Blackish. Blackish. It's not Archie. It's later. It's later. Blackish. We get a little bit of DNA there. Blackish. Yeah, Charles, he really wants to approach Meghan to work with her more closely. Meghan still has, wow, I almost put these cards away. So this is the child who's going to be so freaking famous, one of her children. And then this is Meghan here. Charles he's been wanting to contact her to get her to do some work. She still has a healthy fear of the throne, but I think, let's see, eventually will she eventually work with Charles the throne again? Yeah, she will eventually, but it feels like there's still some distance. So I don't think that she's going to be, a working royal again, but there's going to be some PR thing. And I think they're going to take one of her children, maybe both, I don't know. And one of them is going to be so damn famous that like he may even eclipse whoever it is that's on the throne at that time. Well, I said it could be Archie. I'm not sure. Whichever child it is, she may have. They have the potential for a third child, but I feel like she's just like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. They do have a potential for a third child, but I think she may be like, nah, birth control. But yeah, no, I can feel future work. It depends on how long Charles is on this earth, because it feels like he's the one who's going to broker this. He wants to make it happen because he feels like we need to have Meghan and her kids here. It's best for us. But whatever kid ends up working with the royals, one of her children, I'm going to be super famous. How can we submit future reading topic requests? Send me an email. And actually, guys, I am going to be working on some stuff on my website. Etsy is doing crazy shit. Purchase wherever is easy for you to purchase readings from. But on my Instagram, I'm going to make it easier for you guys to navigate things. Yeah, I'll make it easier. But the best way to do it is to send me an email directly. Do not, I mean, I take requests from Instagram, but so many people send me Instagram messages that I forget. But the best way is to send me an email so I can put it on my little database on my computer and then get to it one by one. All right, guys, depressing ass reading, depressing fucking reading, dude. I cannot believe, I cannot believe this shit. Can't believe it, but you know what? Actually, let me leave you guys with an affirmation. I'm gonna eat some chocolate. It is past midnight, but I need something sweet to pick me up because, oh no, this is the same incense that's been burning the entire time. This incense lasts for a very long time. Let me get an affirmation for you guys. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Look, I feel like this is for love life especially. Love life especially. Whether it's accepting a new relationship, ending an old one, welcoming someone old back, being single, finally deciding you actually want love and relationships, whatever it is, if it's new. Well, I'm signing off, so I don't know. I don't know how similar her story is. But all right, thanks, guys. It is past 12:30 in the morning. I will see you guys the next time I read on somebody. Who did I have? I think I had what? I had Megan the Stallion and then Trump. So it's going to be Megan the Stallion, then Trump, and then probably something other political. But I'll see you guys. All right. If you would like a personal reading from me, then please go to my website at www.tarotbymoko.com and click on the Book a Reading button from the homepage. From there, you will be redirected to my shop, which includes categories for career, future forecasts, general inquiries, love and relationships, personal growth, as well as options for expedited delivery. I have a spread for almost every occasion, but of course, love and relationships is the most popular, with readings for your future partner, no contact, will you ever find love, how does your crush feel, as well as sugar daddies. And if you do not feel comfortable purchasing from my website, then you can find me on Etsy under the same name, Tarot by Moko, where I have the same exact readings that I have on my website. And for those of you who would like to learn how to read the tarot, then just visit my blog, and there you will find a series called Learn Tarot with Me. There, I will provide definitions for the cards, as well as tips and tricks to help you become more intuitive with your tarot reading. All right, thank you guys so much for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.